started winding up on me, started humping me, and I'm like, Lord have mercy, like, ease up, man. Wagwan goodies, welcome back to my channel. So goodies, you don't know wagwan. Anytime you see my little setup, you already know what time is it. Story time. Yes guys, yeah. Usually when your girl is in her room on her bed, she's about to tell some stories. So today's story, this is going to be about the time my side nigga tried to ruin my birthday. Okay, the reason why I decided to tell this story today is because your girl's birthday is approaching real soon, like real soon, like December 10th to be exact. So I was just reminiscing on like some of the birthdays I've had so far. I could honestly say like this birthday was actually lit, but this nigga, he really tried it on your girl's b-day. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And do not forget to turn on your post notifications so you guys are notified when your good girl posts. Also, do not forget to follow me on all my social medias. That is my Instagram and my Twitter. Okay, yeah guys, no more rambling on. I'm just gonna jump right into this video. So, for this story time, I'm going to name this guy Central. We're gonna call him Central since that was the name that I used for him anyways, because that is exactly where I met him. So how I met Central. So I met Central one night at this club named Central in Toronto in the West End. If you guys are from the Toronto area, West End area, I'm pretty sure you guys know about Central. It's a very popular older club. Well, it's the age gap in that establishment is around, I would say, 25 and up, but mostly like more so 30 and up. Okay, my little young ass was at this club because I look grown. I look pretty mature for my age. Even though I'm 23, I always look pretty mature. I was at this grown people club that I wasn't even supposed to be in because the club is supposed to be 25 and up, but they used to always let you go in. So I met him one night at Central when I was actually at Central for somebody else, which was the guy that I was originally with or talking to at the time. And I was also with this girl I used to be friends with. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you already know the story about the best friend from hell. The girl I was with was Sketel. Yes, that is going to be her name for anytime I have a story dealing with this girl. That will be her name for the stories. Guy that I was talking to at the time or with at the time was actually her cousin. Oh, the ghetto. Yes, I know, messy situation, never again. Because her uncle, which was the guy that I was talking to's father, had a birthday party at Central. Because of that, I ended up going there with them, and when I tell you that night just ended so horribly, I don't even want to go into that, but just know that I left that club so pissed that night. Like, I was so livid. I was not interested in talking to nobody. I did not want to see nobody. I was just so over it. So towards the end of the night, me and Sketel end up leaving the club, right? And we go catch a Uber. So we went outside and we were waiting for our Uber. And lo and behold, we see Central, not the club, Central, the guy. So we end up seeing Central. He comes and approaches me and Sketel with, I think he was with like 3 of his friends, and they just hovered over us and was just trying to talk to us and all types of stuff. And like I said, I was so pissed off. And like, by the end of that night, I was so pissed off. Like, I was not trying to talk to nobody. I was not trying to look nobody. Like, I was so over it. Like, I just wanted to go to my yard and done. But he was like, you know, he was cute. The thing with Central was a cutie. Like, he looked nice and he dressed good. So I was like, okay, this guy's not bad. But the joke of it all, like, Sketel, the girl I was friends with, like, she actually liked Central more than I did, and she was hoping that he would give her, you know, his number, but that did not happen that night. This guy ended up looking towards me, and he ended up I think I ended up giving him my number, and he added me right on the spot. And like I said, I was really not looking for no other nigga night because I was so pissed off. But you know, he came in, he was nice, his energy, his vibe was nice, his friends were funny, they all just had me laughing and, you know, feeling a little bit better even though I was pissed off. So I was just like, you know what, whatever, I'm gonna give this guy my number and just, you know, deal with it after. So after that night, once I think I didn't go home that night, I think it was the next night, but once I reached Sketel's house, I got a text from Central right away. Like, he was texting me, telling me how beautiful I looked that night and how he wants to really get to know me and he wants to take me out one of these days and da 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 da. A week passed and like me and him are starting to talk, you know, and at this time I started talking back to the guy that I was originally with. Like, me and him, we made back up and we were talking on good terms again, but I was still side-eyeing him. So while I was with him, I was still talking to Central on the side. During that time, I would text him, I would text Central, but for a while I started talking to Central more than the guy that I was originally with. So I didn't mind talking to Central, but a big red flag that I noticed with Central was clingy. Like, he was very, very much clingy. He was just really clingy, and like, I don't know, like, he was just not, after a while I just got annoyed of him. But you know, I still gave him a little chance. 3 weeks into meeting him, after meeting him, I eventually agreed to going out on a date with him. But because he was giving off certain vibes, I was like, yeah, I'm not going on this date by myself. So I ended up inviting Sketel with me. Just told him, like, okay, if I go on this date with you, it has to be like a double date type of thing. So I'm gonna invite my friend, and hopefully you could invite one of your friends and we could go on a double date. He was hesitant about it because he really wasn't in for that. Like, he wanted it to just be me and him. But I was just not comfortable. Like, just the way he would talk sometimes, like, I was not comfortable with being by myself with him, to be honest, to be quite honest. So I just said, you know what, let's do a double date. I actually agreed and said okay, and I ended up, where did we even go? I think we went to Dave and Buster's. I know, y'all, like, that's so childish, but yeah, that was like, that was fun. It was a fun date. I don't regret going. After that date, he ended up wanting to drive me home, but because at the time I lived like far out, like I lived like an hour away from the city, so anytime I would come to the city, I would end up staying at Sketel's house because she lived in the city. Well, she lived in the West End, so it was always like I would go see her on the weekend, spend the weekend, then go back home like on a Monday or Sunday. So I was sleeping over her house, so I basically told him, like, you know, I'm going home with her because I'm staying at her house for the weekend. He was like, okay, well, can you just I'll drop you at her house. I just want to spend some time with you. Me and Sketel ended up splitting up, so his friend ended up dropping Sketel home, and he ended up dropping me to her house. Before he dropped me to her house, we were like in the car having conversation, and he was like talking to me and stuff. And we had, when we first started talking, like it was cool, like, you know, I was feeling him. He seemed nice and stuff. How niggas are, like, once they get you by yourself, sometimes like they just start to get a little creepy, and that's what I was getting from this nigga. Like, he was getting a little creepy for me, trying to touch me, and like I said, I was still with Sketel's cousin somewhat, so I obviously had feelings for him, even though he was a little shit. My feelings were more towards him, and when getting to know Central, I just realized like I'm not feeling him. He was like touching me and trying to, like, you know, get close to me, trying to kiss me and stuff. I was just not here for it. Like, I was like, you know, yeah, I have to, my friend's calling me. I think I told her, I texted her and I told her to call me, so like to make it seem like, you know, she's ready for me to come. She called me, and I ended up telling him like, yeah, my friend's ready for me, like, you know, can you please drop me off at her house? He was hurt. Like, he was not trying to hear it, because I already had him waiting for like 3 weeks just to see me. He was not trying to hear that I'm ready to go so soon. But he dropped me off at her house, and that was that for the first date. And that was like the first and last date I've ever had with that guy, to be honest. So I think after we had the first date, my birthday was coming up in the next 3 weeks from that time. Actually, the first day I met him at Central was actually his birthday. So his birthday was in November and mine is in December. So literally like probably 2 weeks after he took me out on that date to Dave and Buster's, my birthday was coming up in the next 2 weeks. I was planning my birthday and everything, you know, and I was actually planning it with Sketel, because me and Sketel sadly had the same birthday, even though me and her are nothing alike. We always planned to have our birthdays together, so I ended up planning something. I ended up renting a Airbnb in downtown Toronto. Ended up having like a little house party or whatever for our birthday. The original plan was to invite her cousin, but I think something else happened between me and him, where like I was completely done with him. For him, I didn't want nothing to do with him. I was just tired of that drama with him. I was like, you know what, since he can't make it, I'm gonna invite Central. Yes, I know, after I was bashing Central this whole video saying he's creepy and stuff, I didn't care, because it's my birthday. One thing about me, when it comes to my birthday, I invite like everybody, because I just want everybody to show up. I want everybody to come and enjoy themselves and just have a blast, you know. I invited him, like I wanted him to come with his friends so they would have something to come to, because I'm just that type of person. My birthday party was lit, like so many people came and it was just a vibe. So it's finally the day of my birthday party. I invite Central and I told him to bring a friend or whatever. I sent him the location and he said, you know, he'll be there. Going good, you know, people are coming, enjoying themselves, eating and everything. And Central calls me, so I answer my phone and he's having trouble finding the place, which I could not understand how, because like the place was literally in the most central part of Toronto, like it was downtown Toronto, but he was having trouble finding this place. And I was already getting irritated with that, because like I'm here trying to direct you. I have people to entertain. I have my guests here, and I'm here trying to go back and forth with you on the phone, trying to help you figure out where this place is. Like, don't you have GPS? Like, your friend doesn't have GPS and stuff. And like, I don't know what he was telling me, but he was just making all kinds of excuses, and like, he was honestly pissing me off. For a while, like, he just kept calling, like,
tired, man, I'm tired! I'm tired!
Every time I thought he found the place, he was calling me to tell me he can't find it, or he went the wrong way, or something happened, or he can't find parking. Like, it was just so much going on. Like, he was literally trying to ruin the night for me. But like I said, I'm a baby. Like, nobody's gonna ruin my day. Like, one thing about me, I always keep a positive spirit, especially on my birthday. My life could be going to hell, but once it hits my birthday, like, I'm gonna make sure I do it like it's my day, period. So I'm here trying to entertain my guests, but I'm still on the phone with this guy trying to direct him to find the place. He took this man almost 4 hours.
Are you dumb?
To finally find the place. The party was practically done. Like, everybody was pretty much leaving, because I think by the time he came, it was like 1-2 o'clock, and some people had work the next day. I had work the next day. I was trying to get in as much fun as I could with the time that I had, and this nigga's here stressing your girl out like the directions to get to this place. So he finally shows up after 3.5 hours. And when I say he came in being hella miserable, just acting just like a spoiled brat, like trying to cheer him up, like I'm trying to be, you know, happy and bubbly with him, and like cheer him up and say, like, you know, just relax, just be glad that you found the place. He finally, like, you know, gets comfortable. I asked him if he wants to eat, because I had food at my party, I had drinks. I asked him, but Central ended up getting too comfortable. Once this man finally felt comfortable around me and my people, them, and started winding up on me, started humping me, dragging me on the couch. Say this man was just out of order. Like, he was just doing too much, really groping me. I'm having a conversation with my friends, and this man's like winding up on my leg, just doing the most, and I'm like, Lord have mercy, like, ease up, man. Talk and socialize with my friends before they leave. This man's just not giving me any breathing space. If I sat on the couch, he would just sit up on the couch. He would start humping. Like, honestly embarrassing, but I try to play it off. It was honestly a mess, and I honestly was regretting even inviting this man, because I was not expecting him to act like that at his big age. After a few hours, I think after probably like an hour or so, my friends ended up having to leave. Saying my last little goodbyes to everybody that came, and thanking everybody for coming. And me and Sketel was telling people bye and stuff, because like I said, it was both of our parties. It is time to pretty much go to bed now, because the party is over. I think at this time it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm trying to get a little bit of rest before I have work. I was not expecting Central to sleep over. I literally thought that he was going to leave like everybody else. He wanted to sleep over. And mind you, this place was like a small condo. It only had 2 rooms. One room was for her, and the other room was for me. His friend who came with him was also there. He was not about to sleep with Sketel. So we told the friend that, you know, he could sleep on the couch. Another one of my guy friends also planned to spend the night, even though I don't even know who told him to do that, but he wanted to spend the night. There was only one couch. So he wants to spend the night. Central's friend wants to spend the night, and there's only 2 rooms, and Sketel already has one and I have one. That was just a hot mess. So I'm there getting comfortable, putting on my little pajamas or whatever, wiping off my makeup, you know, trying to get ready to go to my bed because I'm tired and I have work. So I noticed Central getting well comfortable. Like, this nigga put on his little do-rag and he started like taking off his clothes. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Tell you, this nigga literally had long johns. This man was prepared. Like, he literally planned to do this. Like, he planned to sleep over that night. I was just like, what are you doing, sir? Like, what is this? So here is where it went downhill. I feel like this man was literally trying to ruin my day for me. He starts groping me in the bed, trying to kiss me, trying to take off my clothes, and I'm literally like fighting this man off of me, like, and telling him like, no thanks, like, I don't, this is not what I want. Like, and he stops and starts catching an attitude. So I then just turn over to the next side and hope that he just leaves me alone. Then I feel this man tugging down on my pants, like he's literally trying to take off my pants. Like, no, this is not what we're gonna do. So I ended up going in the next room where Sketel was. I just did not feel comfortable. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not trying to sleep with you. Like, just leave me alone. Like, no. I'm literally telling her, like, this man is like literally harassing me. Like, I just want to sleep off my pants and take off my clothes and try to sleep with me, and I'm not trying to, like, I'm not here for it. Sketel then comes out, goes into the room that I was in, and she starts cussing at him. So they start going back and forth, and he starts catching the attitude. He starts getting like real loud and ignorant and stuff, and she just ended up doing some disrespectful shit. Like, she started laughing in his face. She started doing the most. Man literally started putting back on his clothes after he got all comfortable to go to bed, walked out. He just left the condo, and he even left his friend, and his friend's like, yo, what happened? Like, what's going on? Just leaves his friend. His friend's confused, like, I thought we were sleeping here and this and that. I tell you, this man literally like was making a big ass scene in the hallway. When his friend didn't want to leave, he's cussing, making a big scene, and I'm just like, what is wrong with this man? Why are you doing this? Like, like, this is our birthday. This is my birthday, and you're trying to ruin it for me by causing drama? No, like, this was not supposed to happen. I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted to enjoy my day and fall asleep and go to my bed and go to work the next day. Now it's like reaching 5 o'clock. You know how Airbnbs are, like, usually by the next day, check-in or check-out is usually like around 10-11 o'clock. Like, I think I had work like 1 p.m. So this man's just causing all this ruckus, all this chaos at 5 o'clock in the morning, and all I want to do is really just fall asleep. So he started making noise. Then his friend was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave. We're just gonna leave. Sketel decides to start laughing at this man. He just literally like shaming this man. Like, it was really bad. It was funny, but it was bad at the same time. She already knows the guy was already pissed off, and she was just adding to it. See, I didn't really care because, like I said, this man was literally trying to harass me in my sleep. I was so turned off by him that I really didn't care what she was doing to him, but it was a lot going on. I was just trying to have a good rest after having fun and enjoying my night, and this man just had to come and spoil the night for me. So now it's like almost 6 o'clock. I noticed that he left his watch, because he wore a watch and I think he had like this blazer or vest on too. You know what my ass did? When it was time to check out, I just left his shit right there, because first of all, nobody told you to get comfortable, sir, and take off clothes. You were just supposed to come enjoy the festivities and go to your yard. But he tried to get comfortable and then want to get mad at us and try to get mad at me because I don't want to sleep with him. Right, the day after all that stuff happened, this man had the nerve to message me. I will insert the messages in here. I might insert the voice notes too, because I think I still do have the voice notes of him cussing me the next day. And
so you guys were cleaning up and you didn't see the vest on the couch, and you didn't see the watch on the thing in the bedside table. But it's all good. I just want to make something clear with you. I'm kind of too old in life that I keep saying this, like it's games and bullshitting around and playing around. I don't have the time and the energy for it, and I've been through a lot with you. It's been a long while, and I realize that you're playing games with me. Because I know when somebody is interested in me, just because you didn't want to have sex is the mentality, the childish part about it. Why I left? Because okay, yes, I tried to sleep with you, and I told you I haven't had sex in a while, so it's natural. Okay, that is something between me and you only. I don't believe in I'm gonna tell you, so me and you are your friend now, because I don't see me and a girl taking tea. Okay, it's your friend, fine. But if me and you are gonna build something and try something, and everything we do, people have to hear about it and know about it. Another time for that's a childish behavior. You're supposed to feel comfortable. Whereas my friend is even there. How is it me supposed to feel comfortable to know that okay, yes, I tried something, but you lied to me. Oh, I'm gonna go charge my phone. The phone cannot charge in the room, and chatting and stuff. I'm me supposed to stay there, lie down, and feel comfortable when I know identically that whatever happened, you guys are chatting about. Like that is childish to me, and that is why I left, because I'm 23 of years. I don't have time for those fucking childish behavior. Okay? And then when I'm leaving, your friend is gonna wind up herself and go like some flipping skittle. Oh, we can go call my next man now. So obviously, what she'll tell me, say you have a next man, because me leaving has nothing to do with her. Because me and her, so where she have to tell me that she can go call her next man now, basically she's telling me something else. So you see, me not have the time for the games, Virgin, and me not take embarrassment in front, especially in front of the public.
So I'm gonna insert all of that in this video, so y'all know I ain't lying. This nigga was crazy and everything, and me telling him like, you know what, like I'm not the girl for you, like find somebody else, this is not gonna work out. Like this man still had the nerve to message me 2 days after the fact, asking me if I miss him. And if y'all don't believe me, I have the text messages so you could see that this man's crazy. He was literally crazy. I was literally regretting even meeting this man because he was just annoying. He realized that I was not into him. I will never be into him. Situation was never gonna work ever, because like I said, he was just supposed to be my side nigga, because I was forth going through shit with the last one, but he was no better than the last nigga, to be honest. Like they were both terrible options when I look back at it, but he was really just annoying and creepy. I just couldn't deal with him, and he literally tried to ruin my birthday. So I think after that whole situation happened, I saw that man one time. Ended up seeing him at my ex's sister's birthday party. I know, crazy, right? But that was the last time I seen this man, and since then I never seen him, never heard from him ever again. And I thank the Lord, because he was doing too much for me. He was not it. Good riddance. Yeah guys, that is the end of my story time. So that is the time my side nigga tried to ruin my birthday for me. ladies, when a nigga is showing you red flags from the beginning, watch those red flags, because you don't want to end up in a situation that you don't want to be in. Even if a guy is nice or pretends to be nice, just remember, like, go with your gut instinct all the time. Always been my problem in life, where I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I try to ignore the red flags, and it never works out good for me in the end, because I just always have to deal with some BS. I guess that is my karma for talking to two guys at once. But like I said, the first guy, he wasn't really my guy, so I wouldn't really consider it cheating, because he was like a dog shit himself. Like I said, the two options were horrible. I should have just kept my ass single, like not speak to anybody, to be honest. Yeah, ladies, just watch the red flags. If you don't like somebody, don't even try to force yourself to like that person, because it's never gonna work out good in the end. Like this video, make sure you let me know what you guys thought about this video, and let me know if you guys missed my story times, because I think I might be coming back with a few more. I'm not sure. You know me when it comes to this YouTube thing, like I'll be doing whatever I feel like on here. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, guys, I will see you in my next one. Stay safe and stay blessed. Bye.